time. Now what is it? What time is it, you might ask? Well, it is time for you to fall back. Now, I'm not talking about setting your clock back an hour. Absolutely not. What I'm talking about is fall back on your excuses. Hey, I'm Shaniqua, the Master Brand Story Coach, and I'm here to get all up in your face about why it is that you have not yet told your story. Now, I'm not talking about to your good friend. I'm not talking about to the occasional little smattering of people you have on a live video. I'm talking about on the page and on stage. Why have you not written your book, and why is it that you are not using your story? So I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about why they have not yet finished their book. They got started, which kudos, I will give them an applause for that, because getting started is a large part of the battle. But they've been taking a very long time with their story, and it isn't done. And I'm going to tell you, I absolutely do resonate with that, because that's what happened to me. My very first story took me over 10 years to write. I started in 2005, and I didn't publish my book, However Long the Night, until 2015. It was an autobiography detailing my first year after being sexually assaulted. And as I said, it took me over 10 years. And I had a few reasons why it took me that long. One, I thought my books had to be these huge tomes that get published by one of the big 5 publishers, and I had already been rejected once when I sent out an outline that said, hey, you want to write my story, or you want me to write my story? You want to pay me to tell my story? Here's my story. And what I didn't understand is that being a victim of sexual assault was not unique enough to be written. The part of it that was unique was me. What did I do to get up off that bed? What did I do to move forward with life? Why isn't I didn't quit? Why is it, how is it that I continued to push forward even when I was pushing down my feelings about what happened to me? So it took me 10 years because I was afraid of being rejected again. It took me 10 years because I had no idea about the landscape that was going to change in the world of self-publishing. I thought at first that was an amateurish thing to do. I thought that was something that only people who are not wanted will do. And then when I said, forget that, I'm going to go ahead and do it, it was hecka expensive. Like, it was very expensive to be a self-publisher. Thank God for Kindles. Thank God for ebooks. Thank God for Nooks. Because what that has done is it has opened the landscape for people whose stories need to be told, for people who have solutions to problems that people are dealing with and not speaking about. Thankfully, this landscape has given us a chance to break the silence on a lot of those things. But that's not the only thing that kept me from writing my story. The second thing that made writing my story not a priority in my life, because I must tell you that in those 10 years, 2005 to 2015, I went and got a master's degree. I went and had twins. I went and got another job. I was parent of the year basically at my son's football practice. So it wasn't that I didn't have time. And if that's what you're using as an excuse, check it. It wasn't that I didn't have time. My problem was I did not value my story, because I didn't see it as unique enough or important enough or valuable enough to be shared besides just for me. And so when I learned how to change the landscape, when I had a better idea of what I wanted to do with my book, not just write my story, but actually use my story to help people going through the same thing, guess what happened? I finished not only that book, but I wrote another one that same week. And that second book outlined my tools and my strategies for the actual answer to how it is that I kept moving forward. And that book, I get messages through Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn over and over again with people saying thank you, because I helped them put a voice to what it was that they were feeling, and that I helped them figure out how they want to move forward with their life. And that's what I want to do for you. I want to help you remove those blocks, remove that time, and add value to what you've been through. I'm not telling you you're special just to give you a participation sticker. Come on, guys. I'm a kid of the 80s. I was born in 79, but I'm a kid of the 80s. No participation stickers. You better come in first, okay? So that's not who I am. I'm not here to gas you up. I'm here to give you gas to get on your way with your journey towards becoming an author and your journey towards being an influential leader in today's space. As a teacher, as you guys can see, I'm dealing with teenagers every day who don't know how to put voices to their concerns. I'm dealing with kids who are the product of those kids who grew up like me, who also didn't know how to put their voices together and to figure out who it is that they are. So the kids are being navigated through this life by some of the people who are also as blind, because we Generation Xers got left in the dust. The world was promised to us, but the rug was pulled out. And so a lot of us are still trying to figure out who we are. So my promise to you, if you go ahead and you join this 4-day challenge that's coming up, my promise to you is I'm going to help you put your voice into action. I'm going to help you rev it up and to start hearing yourself. And I'm going to help you find value in your own voice. And more importantly, I'm going to show you that the only thing more valuable than your story is the time you have to tell it. And just as valuable, it's also limited. So you want to join me on this challenge. It's a 4-day boot camp. It is going to be amazing. You are going to find your power story, and you are going to also know just how it is that you can serve your people, how you can make a difference, how you can create that impact with your influential voice. And you, my dear, you are getting ready to be a thought leader that this world has been waiting for. So stop using your excuses. You have the time.